Hey guys, this is Jeremy from 78 Productions, and I have 3 blogging tips that you guys can implement right now. It only takes a couple of seconds. So if you guys are blogging for your church ministry, personal brand, whatever it is, you guys might know a lot of different techniques you can do, some SEO stuff. Make sure you use the right title for your blog, make sure that it's a certain length, all these different things that honestly I don't think matters whenever you're actually trying to write great content. They're all good things to have on board, they're all good things to know. But when you're actually trying to write something that's compelling that you want your people to read, SEO tricks really have nothing to do with it. And so what I want to present to you guys are 3 quick and easy ways to be able to actually improve reader engagement, improve the ability for the reader to actually read what you have to say, but they're not little tricks and gimmicks for your blog. And so the first one is that you need to have everything that you want to say in the first paragraph. I actually, whenever I post this onto Google+, I actually copy the first paragraph and want to be able to have the reader understand what the entire article is about. Maybe it challenges the person right away of, you're probably not going to enjoy this, or maybe you want to actually understand what it means to use a soundboard. It's all lined up in the actual paragraph there. You probably could read that one paragraph and know enough to be able to say, okay, I'm moving on, but then the actual rest of the content adds value to the actual article. And so the first paragraph, you should be able to copy and paste completely separate from the entire blog and to be able to post onto Google Plus with a link to it, and it sums up everything that you're trying to say. Now, you don't want to say everything right away. You don't want to try to make a 10-sentence paragraph. It needs to be 100 words or less. And it's actually a difficult skill to learn, but once you are able to do it, you actually have a great setup to be able to say, here's my thoughts, here's why I believe that this is something you should read about, and let's get you started. And then the rest of the article is just being able to explain your experience, your thoughts, your opinion on something, and to be able to take the person to that next level of what they want to be able to do. The second idea is a unique spin on what I just shared as far as an introduction, but can you have one sentence that is about the topic of your entire article that is tweetable? It means it's less than 140 characters. It's actually 120 characters or less, because you need to be able to have someone be able to retweet you or to respond to what you have to say, that you can be able to put your URL into there and people can share it or however they want to be able to approach something like that. But can you have a sentence that you can make bold, that you can put in a block quote that's tweetable, that's a grand thought and that is actually something that people want to hear, that they're like, wow, that is a nugget that I need to hold on to, the nugget of wisdom. So the final idea, what does it mean to be able to actually have a great blog that people want to be able to understand and to be able to read and to say, man, that actually added value to myself? Get to the point quick. And this is not necessarily some easily defined thought, but I've read so many articles in the last 2 or 3 months where they're trying to prove some point about why social media is good for the church or what is a good technology option. I get through the entire article and I have no idea what they had just said. I couldn't sum it up in an executive summary if I wanted to. If I rode up an elevator with the author, it would take more than the elevator ride just for them to be able to explain it to me or for me to be able to explain what I just read. And so in that first paragraph, in that tweet, somewhere in there, in the first couple of paragraphs of what you're writing, have it be able to be explained of what you're writing about. Get to the point, get to it quickly, and then be able to unpack it afterwards. There's a lot of different types of blog posts that you can have. They can be silhouette styled. They can start off with a big bang and then slowly work down in like a funnel shape. It can be the inverted version, which is a pyramid. But honestly, if you don't get to your point quick, if you can't end the article and say, this is what that article is about and I totally get it, then what's the point? And so I think that there's a lot of blogs out there that try to do the news feed version of things where it's this challenging title and it's so interesting and enticing that you will just have to read it, and you get done with the article and you're like, that didn't answer the question, or I feel gypped, or something along that line. So make sure the content that you're actually writing has a point to it, that it's explained clearly. Make sure that you have something that's tweetable. Make sure you explain everything in that first paragraph so it's enticing. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. Check out the rest of the blog post because we're going to have a bonus tip on there. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say on just those 3 implementations. It's something you could do right now with the article that you might have just finished and go back and change. But what is one thing that you think is super easy to implement, is not a gimmick or a trick, but something that will help people improve on their writing style? Leave your comments below. We'll talk to you guys next week.